So what's up YouTube, welcome to my channel and welcome to another walk around video of the Renault Triber tire replacement, especially when you have a puncture. So what all you have to do and how easy it is to replace a tire, that is what you're going to check out in this video. So my tire has run flat and this is the front tire and I'm going to replace this. So how it is and what all you have to do, and especially there are a few steps that you need to monitor, and that is important, and what was that you're going to check out in this video. So coming back to the point, the stepney of the Triber is situated underneath the rear axle. So you will get the screw of the axle placed in the boot. So this is how it is. So here is the boot and the screw to remove the stepney is right over here. And Renault gives you everything, like for example the spanner to open the screw. There's also the front tow hook and reflector, and as well as the jack. So for a couple of models the jack is placed underneath the second row seat, but for a couple of other models, to make it more convenient, they put the jack and all the equipment over here itself in the boot. So first things first is to place this hazard or the reflector at least 10 to 15 feet away from the car, and it's just a flush open system. So all you have to do is just open these two triangles, fix it over here, and then at the base make it into a stand and keep it around 10 to 15 feet away from the car, and make sure that the reflector is facing the road. So that is the first step. Second step is take out all your equipment. So luckily in the cover they give everything, like the reflector and also the jack screw and also the towing screw along with the jack. So take the main equipment, which is this one, so, and then try to unscrew this part. Okay, so you need to unscrew this so that this screw releases the hook down, and then this is how it is. So it releases the hook. So this is how it is. It releases the hook, and then you have to take it, unhook it, and then pull the tire back. You need to make sure that the tire is placed in this direction only, so that once when you are trying to fill air, the nozzle of the stepney tire is facing downwards. So that is also important. So take out the tire from this, and there comes your second part. So remove the tire, so the tire will be always in this direction, and to make out that this is a stepney tire, this will be coated in orange or red. Yeah, so that's how it is coated. Okay, so this is the stepney tire, and this is the important bit. So take out the jack and place the jack where you have the marking. So I don't know whether you can see this indentation. So this is an arrow mark. So place the jack exactly beneath that, wedging the sleeve in middle of the jack space. So that's how it should be wedged. Okay, and this direction, arrow direction, is on all four sides of the tire. So for the front, this is over here, and likewise we have for all four tires you have this direction. So mainly over there, try to align your jack and wedge the sleeve. You're seeing the sleeve, right? The sleeve should be wedged in middle of the teething which is there, and then you try to lift the jack, lift the car. Before doing that, the important thing is that you loosen the bolts. Don't loosen it completely, just to make sure that you are first opening the initial thread. Okay, so that the car weight will take the the weight of or the force in which you're opening the screw. So the car weight will take that, and once when you slightly open it, then is where you need to fix the jack, and then hold it. Don't open it completely, and once when the car is up, then is where you can open the screw completely. So that is an important thing, so don't forget that. So now the important thing is that while opening your screws, you need to know which direction it is, because this will be very tight. So always it is anti-clockwise to open, so it goes on top. So this is where it is anti-clockwise to open the screw. Okay, to fix it is clockwise. So that is also important. So as I said, before placing the jack, slightly loosen the screws, and then put the jack and completely loosen the screw. So that is also an important step. As I said, follow the arrow marks. You will see the arrow marks on all four doors. That is where the jack has to be placed. So once when you place the jack, take the extension and then move the clockwise direction. So clockwise direction is everything. So that is where your wheel will go on top. Anti-clockwise to get it down. So this is where the puncture happened, and this is the puncture tire. Remove the case and remove the tires, keep the screws, and once when you fix the stepney, tighten the tires, but just make sure that you're not tightening it completely. Try as much as possible while because the wheel will be spinning and you can't sit in the car and then put the brake because the load will fall on the stepney. So tighten as much as possible, and once when you remove the jack, that's where you have to put full force in tightening the stepney tire. So this is how the stepney tire goes. So one thing you need to remember is that the stepney tire is only for emergency purposes. You cannot use this tire again for your long use because the maximum speed capacity is only 80 kilometers, and this tire should be, again, once when you get the main tire fixed, should be replaced back. So this is purely for temporary basis and you cannot use it for long duration. So once when you fix the main tire, put the stepney back. So that is what it is. So that's how you need to replace the stepney for the Renault Triber. It is fairly a 5-step process. First, remove the stepney. So the stepney goes at the back. So remove it. For that, you need to make sure you're taking the screws from the bonnet from the boot door, and then removing the stepney. Second thing is place the hazard sign. So that's how it is. So, and then you take out all the tools. Third thing is find the marking. So where the marking is, where you need to place the jack. Loosen the screw a little bit, raise the jack, take out the puncture tire, put the stepney back, and then raise the jack down. Replace the tires, the stepney tire, once you're done fixing the main tire, and then fix it back. So that's how it is. Till such time, don't put the cover, so because you're going to replace this. And so that's how it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do so, please like and subscribe to my channel. This is Kevin signing off, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.